Go on to this. The next Marvel Cinematic Universe film coming our way is now just weeks away. Captain America, The New World Order. Wait, no, that's not it anymore. Captain America, Brave New World. What, they don't want to associate Hulk Hogan with this? New World Order. Play that Jimi Hendrix. Have Hulk Hogan come out, complain about his girlfriend's, his daughter's black boyfriend. Whatever. All that kind of stuff. Yay, Hulk Hogan. So anyway. They changed the name from New World Order, which was a very good move. Because again, all I could think about was wrestling when I heard that title. So we moved on to now Captain America, Brave New World. It's coming out, and listen, there's a lot of question marks surrounding it. Guys like me are Steve Rogers is Captain America, not Bucky Barnes, not Sam Wilson. Steve Rogers is Captain America. But they've changed out who is wearing the mantle of Captain America now. And it's Sam, who is actually a really good character in the MCU, played by the terrific Anthony Mackie. But it's a big change. So it's coming out and all that kind of stuff. And his questions be, are people going to go out to see it? Well, according to Deadline, the opening weekend box office projections are out. And I got to say, they're better than I thought they would be. Actually, they're pretty strong, but not strong by Marvel Cinematic Universe standards. We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, CookUnity. You ever feel like so much of your day revolves around planning meals or preparing food, especially when you're trying to eat healthier? I know we all do, but that all changes when you discover CookUnity. Now you can enjoy vibrant, chef-crafted meals without spending hours in the kitchen. It's freed up so much of my time and energy to focus on my other goals. CookUnity partners with award-winning chefs, the same chefs you see on TV and those five-star restaurants, to create small batch meals just for you. These meals are made with fresh, local, in-season ingredients delivered right to your door. And here's the best part. They arrive fresh, not frozen, and all it takes is a few minutes to heat them up. I recently tried their Mom's Sunday Sauce Rigatoni, and it was incredible. Plus, knowing that I'm supporting local chefs and sustainable suppliers makes every bite even better. Whether you want variety, convenience, or just better food, CookUnity has it all. Reset your routine with convenient, mouth-watering meals crafted with local ingredients by award-winning chefs. Go to cookunity.com/Campea or enter the code Campea before checkout for 50% off your first week. That's 50% off your first week by using the code Campea or by going to cookunity.com/Campea. Deadline said the following. They said it's less than 5 weeks until the first big opening of 2025, that being Disney/Marvel Studios' Captain America Brave New World, which hit tracking services quorum and is expected to do $86 to $95 million over the first 3 days of the 4-day Valentine's Day, President's Day weekend beginning February 14th. Remember, that stat is not for the full 4-day weekend. It's for the actual 3-day weekend, $86 to $95 million. The Friday through Monday figure is also bound to be $100 million plus at this point in time. So remember, when you look at the long weekend thing, it's not the long weekend total. That's the actual opening weekend. It's the 3-day total. They're saying that's going to be $86 to $95 million. Now, ask Robbie Williams' better man if he thinks a $90 million opening would be good, because it just opened to 1.1. Anyway, so that's a great number. 86 to 95 million. If it can pull that in, and maybe it'll be higher, maybe it'll be a little bit lower, but if it hits that, that's a good opening weekend. But it's on the lower end for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Let's jump over to the Campea classroom here, shall we? As we look at the biggest openings for Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, you got to go all the way down to like number 23, number 24 for the range that it's looking like Captain America 4 is going to open in. So you're talking, let's say it opens anywhere between 86 and 95. Well, then it'll be in the neighborhood, very respectable neighborhood, of Captain America the Winter Soldier, that opened to 95 million. Mm-hmm. Guardians of the Galaxy, that opened to 94. Spider-Man, the second film, Far From Home, which opened to 92. Thor the Dark World, which is not a good movie, but it opened $85 million. And Doctor Strange on the lower end opened to 85. So that's number 21 through 25. So again, if you're Marvel and you're making this film, let's just say $90 million, right? It says 86 to 95. Let's just in the middle, just for argument's sake, say 90 million. That's pretty good. That's a good opening. It's just lower by Marvel standards. Now, if we go and put it into the context of the 2024 films, check this out. If Captain America 4 were to open in 2024 and it made, let's say, argument's sake, $90 million, well, that's pretty good. That would make it the 7th biggest movie opening of the year, in between Beetlejuice and Dune 2. If it opens to 90. Remember, it could open to 100, could open to 110, whatever, but it would open like ahead of Twisters, Godzilla X Kong, Sonic 3. It would be like in the number 7 spot there for the biggest opening of the year. That's actually pretty good. That's actually a good number. That's great. One of the 10 best performing movies of the year opening weekend. That's great. Again, it's just that when you look at it in context of the MCU. Now, this isn't surprising to me. It's not surprising. What is surprising, I thought maybe 75 million opening, so it's going to open bigger than I thought. But it's not surprising to me that it's going to open in the, mid to lower tier of Marvel Cinematic Universe openings, because again, you're swapping out the character. Because listen, I'm going to tell you this: if you did Iron Man 4 tomorrow, but Iron Man is now Rhodey. He's no longer War Machine. Rhodey is taking up his friend's mantle and is the new Iron Man. Or Happy. Jon Favreau. Happy, his lifelong friend, Tony's lifelong friend, takes up the mantle of Iron Man. Iron Man 4 is not going to be in the upper end of Marvel's opening weekends because it's not Robert Downey Jr. It's not somebody who we've recognized as playing. It would open because it's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It'll make $75-80 million, maybe a bit more, but it's not going to be a $200 million opening like a number of MCU films. Because, I mean, you go over the list, like Avengers Endgame opened to $357 million. Spider-Man No Way Home opened to $260 million. Avengers Infinity War opened to $257 million. Like, Iron Man 4 with Happy Gilmore, I know that's not his last name, but Happy Gilmore is now playing, Hap is playing, is wearing the armor. That movie's not going to do great, just like Captain America 4, putting another character in the MCU into the role. It's not going to do as good as the previous ones. So, I mean, I don't know, guys. I got to say, for me, if this movie actually can open in that $90 to $95 million range with a new character taking on the role of and taking on the mantle of Captain America, look, you may feel differently. I think you got to take that as an unmitigated win. Like in my best Hulk voice, to me, this is an absolute win. I mean, I think they got to take that as a big win because I personally thought it would open lower. I don't know, Jonathan, are you surprised to hear this number? Do you think they should be disappointed by it, encouraged by it? I don't know. What do you think?
I'm actually relieved by it. I was a little afraid that this, Thunderbolts seems to be getting more hype than this film. And honestly, anytime we talk about it, I just kind of feel like the energy is like, not necessarily between us in the room, but maybe our listeners or whatever in the chat. It's a little ho-hum. It's a little like, all right, well, we'll give this a shot. I mean, they've had to do rewrites. They had to do reshoots. The trailers keep making it look a little different. So I'm relieved. I hope it does hit this, and I hope it actually goes a little above it. Because it could have a good run over that holiday weekend. I hope they stick to the roots of, like, it seems like they want to do a Winter Soldier, like, espionage kind of.
Yeah, because that's what Kevin Feige said at CinemaCon, right? He came out on stage, said, this is not going to have any wizards. It's not going to have multiverse. This is going to be like Winter Soldier. And he made the direct comparison actually to Winter Soldier. He goes, we're keeping this grounded. Right. And I kind of like that they're doing that.
Yeah, I want to keep it a spy thriller.
I actually like all the trailers that I've seen. I think the trailers have gotten better and better, and it's gotten me more excited. They did really well, for me at least, from the ones I've seen, because, like, every time they drop some sort of marketing for it, it's working for me. I don't know.
I agree. I like the trailers. I do, especially once they finally started showing Harrison Ford as Red Hulk.
Yeah,
right. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm on board. Again, I've always thought that this movie will do fine. I think it'll be good. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be good or not. We'll see. But I wasn't expecting it to make $90 million opening week. I was expecting to make less than that.
And it feels like, oh man, I didn't finish Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but it feels like Anthony Mackie and his Captain America belongs on the big screen for me. It feels like it brings it home a little bit when I see the trailers for this film. I was like, that's where this character belongs on the big screen.
That's the other reason why I didn't expect it to do all that great at the box office, because it's coming from the TV screen, right? I mean, I think fair or unfair, right or wrong, I think there's going to be a bunch of people out there who just see this as, oh, so you're bringing the television show to the movie screen. And I think there are going to be some people who look at it that way. And now, again, maybe that's unfair and maybe that's wrong, but I think there are going to be people who kind of look at it that way. And again, I liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't think it's one of the best. Like, I think Ms. Marvel was better than Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think, what was the one that was just out? Agatha, I think, was better than Falcon and the Winter Soldier. WandaVision was obviously better than Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but it was still good. It was still all right.
For the side that still Chris Evans is still with Chris Evans Captain America. Do you think if they extended the handing over of the torch or the shield, like in this movie or in a movie where it wasn't just him sitting as the old man, as much as I like that part, do you think a much more of a confirmation of like if they did a movie where, you know,
he slowly takes on the
or
mantle?
like much more prominent way of giving him the shield other than just, hey, you take it?
Yeah.
Would that have been better for the ones who are still holding on?
I think it would have helped. See, here's the thing. You can say, understandably, you could say that, well, you know, Falcon the Winter Soldier was an entire season of Sam slowly but surely taking on the mantle of Captain America.
Yeah.
Yes.
But visually.
But you know who wasn't in that series?
Yeah, exactly.
Steve Rogers.
Exactly.
And so all we really got for a passing of the torch was a quick 1-minute scene at the end of a movie with old man Steve Rogers going, "Here, Sam, you take this." And that was it. And so you did the series. That was great. But I think that if you really wanted to bring the audience along, and remember, not everybody, it's only a fraction of the movie-going audience that actually watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So to a lot of moviegoers, it's going to be going from Cap going, "Here, Sam, take my shield," in a quick 1-minute scene, to all of a sudden he's Captain America in Captain America 4. So yeah, maybe if they had found a way to more gradually doing a passing of the torch, maybe that would have brought more people on board. Maybe not. It'd
because
be interesting.
their relationship was pretty cool to me. I mean, like,
They had a great. No, I love their on-screen relationship.
and
I thought it was great.
and they never really went into it as much as I wanted them to. In order for this, like, a passing of the shield to actually work for me, it just felt like, I'm done here.
Yeah. So this movie will not at all be a passing of the shield. Like, this movie will start with the shield's been passed.
Right.
Like, he is now Captain America. That's what the show did.
Mm.
And now we're going to see if the audience gets on board with it. So anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? I mean, the opening weekend projections, I got to say, for me, are surprisingly high. Again, not in the higher level of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but if all of a sudden Hap became Iron Man, I don't think Iron Man 4 would be in the upper end of Marvel Cinematic Universe openings. What do you think about it? And whether or not the movie's good, we'll still have to wait and see. We're only a few weeks away, though. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.